What is up and down guys, so it's your boy Vince back again with another educational vlog. So last vlog we discussed about the Asian studies. And in this vlog we discuss about some certain issues na kinakarap ng ating bansa. So hindi lang siya sa ating bansa, but kinakarap din siya worldwide. So in this vlog, partner ko si Cristine May Toledo, and without further ado, let's start the discussion.
Environment and sustainable development. What is environment? Environment is the sum of the total of the elements, factors, and conditions in the surroundings which may have an impact on the development, action, or survival of an organism or group of organisms. So, ang environment ay lahat ng bagay na natural. Ito ay nangangahulugang estado o kalagayan na pangkalahatan ng mga hayop, mga puno, kagubatan at iba pang bagay na kagaya nito sa buong mundo o tinatahanang lupa. So, ang environment ay napaka-importante sapagkat dito tayo kumukuha ng mga pangangailangan natin sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. So dapat ingatan natin ito at protektahan. Malaki talaga ang ginagampanan ng tungkulin ng environment para mapanatili ang pangangailangan ng bawat individual. Ngayon, punta naman natin kung ano ang iba't ibang uri ng environment, since hindi lang naman iisa ang environment na ginagalawan natin. The first type of environment is the geographical environment. Geographical environment is the natural environment that contains all the components of nature, such as mountains, rivers, land, water, deserts, storms, and others. Geographical environment consists of all components provided by nature. So ito yung mga yamang lupa at yamang tubig. So geographical environment is all about the physical environment since it pertains to the physical requirements of life. Physical requirements of life like food, water, shelter, and oxygen. So we can say na geographical environment is not dependent on existence of humans, since humans have no control over the physical conditions of environment. So, if uulan, uulan. And if lilindol, lilindol. Hindi natin kontrolado ang physical conditions ng environment. Geographical environment is important to humans, since the sustainability of a natural resources is known to contribute to the economy of a country. The next type of environment is the man-made environment. It is created by man in order to regulate and monitor certain environmental conditions. Some address it as a social-cultural environment. So, there are two types of man-made environment. The first type is the inner environment. Inner environment is a social environment and it exists as long as a particular society exists. So it's more on regulations, traditions, organizations, and institutions. It involves customs and folkways. So more likely, it is all about traditional. Unlike the outer environment, it includes modern infrastructure, in cities, transportations, and communication. So it's all about technology. So we can say that geographical environment is all about the natural environment, and man-made environment is all about the artificial environment created by man. Let's talk about the functions of environment. First function is all about supply resources. Mahalaga ang environment natin para patuloy na mag-supply ng iba't ibang resources na kailanganin ng bawat tao. So, environment has something to do with production of raw materials from natural resources of soil, water, forest, mineral, and marine life. So, ito yung mga tinatawag na Earth's function. So, environment helps in producing a product para masustain yung pangailangan ng bawat tao. So, punta naman tayo sa usapin kung saan nagsusupply ang environment ng mga pangangailangan ng mga tao. So, the second function of environment is to sustain life. So, dito papasok yung tulong na ginagawa ng mga resources. And it is the provision of environment and ecosystem to service and support life without requiring human action. So, ano ba yung without requiring human action? Ang mga halimbawa nito ay climatic stability, biodiversity, and protection from ultraviolet radiation. So, climatic stability. So, dito nakasurvive yung mga tao since maganda yung klima ng kanilang lugar and maganda rin yung mga natural resources na may kita doon. Then, biodiversity. Well, it talks about the variety of life in the world or in a particular habitat or ecosystem. Dito na papasok yung food chain. And last, protection from ultraviolet radiation. So, importante ito para maprotektahan ang lahat ng mga organism na nakatira sa buong mundo. Ang lahat ng mga nabanggit ay hindi kinakailangan or hindi required ang human action. So, the third function of environment is the assimilation of waste. So, it is all about the safe absorption of waste and pollution produced by production of human life. So, it is all about the Earth's sink function. It is the assimilative capacity, just like the ability of the body of water to cleanse itself. It is just receiving waste, water, or toxic substances without deleterious effects or damage to aquatic life or humans who consume water. So, ito ay tumutukoy lang sa kung paano inihil ng environment yung sarili niya. The fourth function of environment is to enhance quality of life. So, hindi dyan mawawala yung kaninang supply resources kung saan kaya ng environment na mag-sustain ng life. Andyan din yung medicine when it talks about health. And syempre, hindi din dyan mawawala yung innovation. Kung saan, with the help of environment and natural resources, we can innovate for a better quality of life. Environment improves mental well-being and allows people to recover from the stresses of everyday life and perform physical activity. With environment, we have access to resources such as green spaces, forests, and rivers, and we can have essential aspect of quality life. After natin malaman ang iba't ibang functions ng environment, talakayin naman natin kung ano yung iba't ibang krisis na kinakaharap nitong environment. Una, ozone depletion, greenhouse gases effect, and global warming. Ozone depletion is a gradual thinning of Earth's ozone layer in the upper atmosphere caused by the release of chemical compounds containing gaseous chlorine or bromine from industry and other human activity. So ito daw ay dahil sa chlorofluorocarbon and halons at sa mga gas from aerosol spray cans and refrigerants dahil ito daw ay nagko-contain ng chemical compounds na maaaring makaapekto sa ozone layer. Then, global warming. Global warming caused primarily by putting too much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere when coal, oil, and natural gas are burned to generate electricity or to run our cars. This gradual increase in the overall temperature of Earth's atmosphere generally attributed to greenhouse effect caused by increased level of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbon, and other pollutants. So, nagkakaroon talaga ng global warming dahil dito sa mga greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases is well known its definition, trapping sun's warmth. Another environment crisis is the deforestation. Deforestation is the permanent removal of trees to make room for something besides forests. This can include clearing the land for agriculture or grazing, or using the timber for fuel, construction, or manufacturing. Deforestation can cause climate change, soil erosion, fewer crops, flooding, and increased greenhouse gases in atmosphere. Since napuputol yung mga puno, ay nawawalan na ng kakayahan or nauubos yung mga dapat mag-absorb ng carbon dioxide sa ating kapaligiran. So kapag nagpatuloy itong deforestation, magkakaroon ng habitat destruction. So it is the result of deforestation and isa rin ito sa environment crisis. Habitat destruction is the process by which a natural habitat becomes incapable of supporting its native species. If habitat destruction continues, humanities and even animals are affected. It can lead to biodiversity loss. Biodiversity loss is defined as extinction of species worldwide. So etong deforestation, habitat destruction, and biodiversity loss ay magkakakonekta at isa sa pinakamatinding kinakaharap na krisis ng environment. Last is the disposal of waste. Waste disposal can generate methane gas, which is explosive and contributes to greenhouse effect. So sinasabing ang mga basura sa pabrika at yung mga iba't ibang basura na sinusunog ay maaaring magkaroon ng masamang epekto sa atmosphere at sa ozone layer. After environment, let's talk about the sustainable development. Sustainable development refers to the organizing principle for meeting human development goals while at the same time sustaining the ability of natural systems to provide the natural resources and ecosystem services upon which the economy and society depend. So ito yung pagkakaroon ng kaunlaran nang hindi nasisira o napabayaan ang kalikasan. Bukod sa layunin na makamit ang kaunlaran, layunin din ng konsepto ng sustainable development ang paggamit ng kalikasan ng maayos para sa kapakanan ng mga susunod na henerasyon. There are 4 dimensions to sustainable development: society, environment, culture, and economy, which are intertwined, not separate. Sinasabi ng sustainable development ay nakapokus sa kalikasan, mamayan, ekonomiya, at kultura. Sinasabi ng focus na ito ay magkakonekta dahil kapag maayos ang dalawang focus, ay maging maayos na rin ang huling focus ng sustainable development. Sinasabi lang dyan na ang pagkakaroon ng maayos na kalikasan at ekonomiya ay nagdudulot ng kaunlaran sa mga mamayan ngayon at pati sa susunod na henerasyon.
The word sustainable development was first formed with the basis of the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development held in Rio de Janeiro in 1993. And this summit marked the first international attempt to develop an action plans and strategies for moving towards a more sustainable world or future. Sustainable development discussed by the Brundtland Commission in the 1987. It was said that it is the solution to the problems of environmental degradation or environmental crisis. In order for us to make our world a better place for everyone, we must know the Sustainable Development Goals. Well, a Sustainable Development Goals are the collections of global goals designed to be the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. The first goal is sustainable environment. It concerns the natural environment and how it endures, remains diverse and productive. It is about the environmental stability, and also it is defined as a responsible interaction with the environment to avoid depletion or degradation of natural resources. It is very important to have sustainable environment in order to have a healthy communities. Next goal is sustainable agriculture, which consists of environment-friendly methods of farming that allow the production of crops or livestock without damage to human or natural systems. To make it easier, a sustainable agriculture focuses on producing long-term crops and livestock while having the minimal effects on the environment. And it also focuses on maintaining the economic stability of farms and helping farmers improve their techniques and quality of life. For example, is recycling of the crop waste or animal manure, and it is transformed into fertilizer. This helps to enrich the soil, and with these practices, we are protecting our environment and we are promoting environmental stewardship. Third one is sustainable development on environmental economics. Human interaction with nature and what humans have created treated as their surroundings. While the total environment includes not just the biosphere of earth, air, and water, but also the human interactions with their surrounding. Under this, we have sustainable education, and education must be revisited in light of renewed vision of sustainable human and social development that is both equitable and viable. This sustainable education aims to develop the student, schools, communities with the values and the motivation to take action for sustainability. And it has an important role in sustainable development because it promotes the development of the knowledge, skills, understanding, values, and action required to create a sustainable development. Next is sustainable technology. Well, one of the core concepts in sustainable development is that technology can be used to assist people meet their developmental needs. Third one is sustainable transport or transportation that has many social and economic benefits that can accelerate local sustainable development. According to a series of a report from the Law Emission Development Strategies, Global Partnership or the LEDSGP, sustainable transport can create jobs, improve commuter safety through investment, and make access to employment and social opportunities more affordable and efficient. And take note, it also offers a practical opportunity to save people's time and household income, as well as government budgets making investment in sustainable transport, which is a win-win opportunity. Next is sustainable income. This refers to the type of income which is to be obtained in the future, and because of this, sustainable income, it reduces poverty through the next is the sustainable architecture. Here in sustainable architecture, it is an architecture that seeks to minimize the negative environmental impact of buildings for efficiency and moderation. In short, it focuses on building design and construction that lessens the impact of urban development on the environment. Here in sustainable architecture, it will also be uniform. In order for us to attain a sustainable development, we must use more environmental friendly materials and are more energy efficient. Next is sustainable politics. Sustainable politics, it is about the policy making, both political policy. Just let's say, for example, is the rules and regulations about the environment. Next one is sustainable culture. When we say sustainable culture, it has something to do with the maintaining of cultural beliefs, cultural practices, heritage conservation, and because of our culture, it promotes economic growth. And paano natin mapopromote yung economic growth is by cultural tourism, handicraft production, creative industries, agriculture, food, and fisheries. Here in sustainable culture, we must conserve or preserve our cultural beliefs and practices and our heritage. Next is sustainable energy. Sustainable energy is clean and can be used over a long period of time. Sustainable energy also should be widely encouraged as it do not cause any harm to the environment. Some examples of sustainable energy: meron tayong solar energy, wind energy, hydropower, and geothermal energy. Then last one is the sustainable progress. Human sustainable progress from the word progress is about the onward movement or the plans or strategies. Sustainable development. My conference nangyayari sa United Nations. It was the international conference that aimed at reconciling the economic and environmental goals of the global community. And thus the result of this conference was the development of the concept of sustainable development, which aimed to promote sustainable progress and eliminate inequalities around the world. Overall, this sustainable goal is very important because it aims to end the poverty and protect the world and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity.
The projects and programs for sustainable development in the Philippines. First, Sustainable Livelihood Program. It is under the Department of Social Welfare and Development since 2011. It is community-based program which provides capacity building to improve the program participants' socioeconomic status. So this policy note describes the program and reflects on opportunities the program has for improving and complementing other social protection programs. The objective of the Sustainable Livelihood Program is to reduce poverty and inequality by generating employment among poor households and by moving highly vulnerable households into sustainable livelihoods and towards economic stability. Typically, it is important since they aim to empower the extreme poor through increasing the skills, knowledge, and resources they need. Next is the International Fund for Agricultural Development or the IFAD. They work with governments, donors, non-governmental organizations, local communities, and many other partners to fight the underlying causes of rural poverty. They are working to enable poor rural people to improve their incomes and food security and provide better food, education, and healthcare for their families. They are focused on the poorest groups of rural people. They aim to improve access to markets, technology, and rural financial services. They also work to improve management of natural resources and environment. They also provide sustainable access to land and water resources. Next is the Zero Extreme Poverty Philippines 2030. They aim reduction of the extreme poverty from the lives of millions of Filipinos in the year 2030. It is said that this is the year that UN Sustainable Development Goals are due, which adds momentum to the cause. Zero extreme poverty prides itself in maintaining a diverse teams made up of groups which have unique strengths. Different members and partners of the coalition are organized into 8 different clusters. So here are the clusters and various programs of zero extreme poverty. First is education. It seeks to ensure that youth have access to education and employment. Second, health. It supports health of Filipinos in impoverished community. Third, livelihood. They provide assistance to extreme poor Fourth, environment. They maintain and improve upon ecosystem services. Fifth, agriculture and fisheries. They seek to bring complete sufficiency to small fisheries and farms by 2030. Sixth, the housing and shelter. They provide safe and sufficient homes with basic facilities to extremely impoverished families. 7. The partnership for indigenous people. They help build sustaining indigenous people communities. They include promoting women and children's rights. And last, social justice. They aim to end conditions within the Philippines that prevent poor from finding self-sufficiency. So this Zero Extreme Poverty Philippine 2030 program is all about poverty reduction talaga.
We also have the programs on sustainable development. And one of these is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino programs, also known as 4Ps. It provides the nation's most impoverished families with education and healthcare assistance. The 4Ps is led by the government agency, which is the DSWD, or the Department of Social Development. It is a human development resource of the national government that they're providing conditional cash or grants or assistance to the poorest of the poor. It improves the health, nutrition, and the education and help to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger and achieve universal primary education. The next one is the Ambition Natin 2040. Plans aims to lay a stronger foundation for inclusive growth and high-trust society. While it represents a collective long-term vision and aspirations of the Filipino people for themselves and for the next 25 years. The Ambition Natin 2040 describes the kind of life that people want to live and how the country will be by 2040. They believe that Filipino life in 2040 is matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay, and the government should create it for Filipinos. It is very important in order for us to attain a sustainable world. Next is Alternative Learning System, or ALS. The Department of Education, working with the private sector, has been reaching out to what we call the last mile, which includes out-of-school youth and other vulnerable groups to deliver education services. Alam naman natin yung alternative learning system. It is a parallel learning system in the Philippines, providing a practical option of the existing formal instruction when one does not have or cannot access formal educations in schools. And remember that one of the goals of sustainable development is sustainable education. So, this alternative learning system is also important for us to attain this sustainable education. Next one is Build infrastructure programs. These programs aims to sustain economic growth and improve the lives of Filipinos. The goals of this program are to reduce poverty, encourage, and economic growth. It is very important to have sustainable development because it provides essential human needs, manage climate change, financial stability, and sustain biodiversity. It is also necessary for the maintenance of the environment. In our conclusion, sustainable development really helps the environment and can reduce poverty. At the core of the idea of sustainability is a matter of meeting people's needs. If we don't take care of the environment in which we live now, we won't have anything to leave behind us for our future generations. Hearing our conclusions, I just wanted to say that sustainable development is very important with our environment and with the lives of the people. It is important as it saves national budget, fulfills the needs of people, conserves natural resources, helps in the coordination between the natural resources and people, and conserves the natural resources for future generations. In order for us to create a sustainable world, we must practice a sustainable living, reduce our demand on natural resources by making sure that we replace what we use to the best of our ability. That's all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot from our discussion.
So that's the end of our discussion. I hope na marami kayong natutunan. See you on my next vlog.